Okay.
All right, we got a twofer.
All right.
Two what? two disease problems.
Oh yeah, 2 disease pest problems. So this is another European pear. This is better growth habit, so it's growing nice and upright. But they've got these little black spots on the leaves. You can see it better from the underside. That is a pear blister mite. And so what's going on is there is a pupa or larva that's pupating in between the cuticle of the foliage. So anything that I spray on it now is not going to touch it because it's protected by the foliage. So when we're spraying for this, we're usually spraying a horticultural oil in the fall. So once 3/4 of the leaves are down and the leaves start breaking apart, then we can actually affect it. Another way to get rid of it, because again, as you see, this is the new growth. It's usually on the tips of the new growth. So if you come around and do summer pruning, you can manage it pretty well that way.
So that means that the larvae are crawling into the leaf then?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, similar to the codling moth, once it's in there, hard to control.
Yeah, exactly.
And what's our second?
So our second thing, this is something that's new in the Pacific Northwest. We've just started seeing it maybe about 5 years ago, but you'll notice that some of the leaves near the tips are pretty well curled. And the edges or the margins of the leaves are black. And if I were to unfurl this and we had a super macro lens on there, you would see a tiny little maggot that's probably about 1/4 of your eyelash. And basically, again, it doesn't affect the fruit, it just affects the foliage. But both of these disorders, if you have a very bad infestation, you're damaging your photosynthesizing portions of your plant. So your plant, again, is not able to feed itself properly.
And what's this one called?
The leaf curling midge, pear leaf curling midge.
So we got some new problems showing up.
Yeah, new problems.
Weather changes, pest changes.
Yeah, and then new things are moving, new things are going away, some of the older things, and then just the life cycles are shifting. So when I typically would expect somebody to come out and I'd be on the lookout for it, it's a week or 2 off.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So now when we're using the uspest.org data to make predictions, maybe we're better off with the more recent predictive data than with the historical data.
Well, yeah, definitely. And so you just want to make sure that you're using the proper forms and the stuff that's updated this year.
Excellent.
Yeah.